Good evening, thanks for joining us on the first FMC Weekly FM Show. We're going to be running this every week on a Thursday evening at 22:30 till 23:15. We hope you enjoy the show. It's going to be myself and Ryan. We are hoping that Jay will join us most weeks. It depends how busy he is, and we are the three admins on FM Central. So say hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Hello. Many people will know us because we also do the Football Central Weekly Show with James from the FM Whiz Kids. But we've now decided that a weekly Football Manager show is needed, basically. So we're going to get down into it on our first show because we are so close to FM15 being due out. We're going to be looking at Football Manager 14 to start with, basically a kind of a look back just to refresh our memories and remind us of the game that we love. So do you want to get into it first, Ryan? What's your biggest memories of FM14?
Biggest memory, well, I'll go my best memory is having the amazing player that I think I must have posted on the Facebook group so many times. The one that won the Ballon d'Or 8 times in a row.
Oh, we've got a Facebook group, have we? And what's that called?
Football Central.
Oh, and FM Central.
And FM Central, and all the other essentials that we have.
I'm not joking, you guys. People who listen to this on YouTube and on Google Hangout and find us through them means of media, which a couple of people do, which is fantastic already. What you'll find is Ryan is the worst person in the world for advertising us. He gave the wrong website address out a couple of weeks ago. Basically, if you love Football Manager, search FM Central on YouTube, on Facebook. Oh my God, we are shocking. And you'll find us. Come and have a chat. At the minute, we're hovering just over the 2,000 members mark. Fantastic figure. Also, Ryan, can you just quickly explain to people how to access the question and answers? Because we have noticed that Google Hangouts has an issue this evening with that.
Yeah, right next to your name there'll be a circle with a question mark in it. Next to that there'll be a square with more squares in it that will give you the options to get to question and answers.
So yeah, basically find where your name is on it, you said?
Yeah. Top right.
I find my name in the top right. There's a question mark and then a box with some squares inside.
Yep.
I click on that, then I've got the question and answers.
Jake's found it.
Jake's found it. He was on my stream that we've been doing just before this. Let's just see. Jake's best memory from FM14 was winning more Champions Leagues than Barclays Premier Leagues with Newcastle. I actually remember that save, Jake. You fantastic achievements. I wish I could do half as good, and I wish Newcastle in real life could do half as good. What's your biggest save memory, Ryan?
I got Coventry to the Premier League, and then got into Europa League and did the Newcastle and took them down.
Nice, as you do.
Yeah.
Alex has been on. Welcome, Alex. Thanks for listening. His favourite FM14 memory is winning 9 Champions Leagues with Standard Liège. Now, of course, yeah, anybody who knows FM Central knows that Alex is basically the Standard Liège god. Kieran's on. Thanks for listening, pal. He says, thanks, Ryan. I assume Ryan's directed people, as he always does. The tech man of FM Central. Andrew's listening. Cheers for listening, pal. Good evening. I think my biggest memory from FM14 is my FC United of Manchester save, just because of me developing the youth, etc. One thing I would like people to comment on is their favourite feature in FM14, or what's something which you liked in FM14 which so far in FM15 beta has been removed or isn't as prominent. Is there anything that stands out in your memory, Ryan?
I think the added ability to play it anywhere with cloud save, I didn't really utilise it much because I only use one laptop for FM, but it's a good added feature. You can play FM anywhere, get bored at your girlfriend's, download FM, play FM.
I do think one of the great features Football Manager's introduced over the last few years is Steam. It's obviously battled privacy well, and piracy, sorry, and it's also allowed a slightly better community. I mean, I don't personally use Steam for that, but I know a lot of people use the Steam community to download stuff. We don't personally do that. Obviously, we just download off our website onto our website, etc. But Steam does seem it is a fantastic thing which has been added. A couple of people have commented just on the biggest memory from FM14. Ryan Pridley's going to be coming on to talk about his save later on FM15. He's just said that on FM14 he was winning the quadruple with Arsenal. Andrews is winning the Thurlow Nunn League with Haverhill Rovers. So everyone loves a different save. It's always good to play low league. I love it. And Jays was dominating the world with KR, playing a Pointer Park with his son as centre back. Definitely fantastic achievement, Jay. The likes of Gary Martin will obviously stay fresh in your memory. Kieran's correct. Who needs the Steam community when you have FMC? That's what we're trying to do, pal. We're trying to make FMC a good community with our weekly shows to keep you entertained on nights when you're bored. Just having a look through a couple of stuff that we've got on the website to do with FM15, just in the build-up. Obviously, if you haven't got already, you want the real name fix. Ryan's going to explain what the real name fix is now.
I think on every FM they don't have the licenses for Germany and some of the French and Swedish leagues. So there is a file available on the website, which I'm not even going to try and promote because I'll probably get the website wrong. But the instructions are on there, but if you do struggle, which some people have, send me a message and I can easily help you out.
A lot of people do forget that you've got to first off do this section here, PC bit, then scroll down and do this second PC bit. And I think that's where a lot of issues come in. People don't scroll down. And also, if you are stuck looking for it, it's in FM15 guides. Scroll down. I hope to God it's in there now. I've said it. Yep. There we are. The real name fix. Then as you go up, there's deleting your cache, which is vital at the minute, as people are adding a lot of stuff onto your game ready, graphics, etc. You'll sometimes have an issue deleting that. I assume that fixes it, does it, Ryan? Because I always do and it works.
Yeah, you are. Every time you change a skin or put any other graphics in, you're supposed to delete your cache.
We've got the FMC Wonder Kids shortlist done by Jay. The FM filters download, just a little small addition to the site. Basically helping you search for players. Then we've got the financial tips post, which I did myself. We're going to look into that a bit more later because we're going to offer a few little tips ourselves before this show's finished. Don't forget to download DF face packs, the best face packs out there. You'll find, I mean, you can see how they cut the pictures out from actual standings. There's Alex's Belgium Fantasy Pro Kit. I absolutely love them. I've got them on my save. Just go on.
Just come on. I was just going to go through the questions, but I think I beat you to it.
Yeah, go on. You can crack through.
Nicholas has come on and he's talking about his best save was with Wrexham. I think I remember that save quite well because me and him played the game against each other. Pratin, the best regen ever. I think that was the regen that played up front. I think he scored against me.
Cheating.
Andy wants some advice on who to be on his first save.
I definitely think he should be going as Peterborough. It's a challenge. Peterborough are famous for signing people from non-league and then selling them on for profit, which they've done again over the summer with the striker to Nottingham Forest, who I won't try to pronounce his name. Your media prediction's 8th, I think, so you're not going to be expected to walk the league, so you won't have the pressure, but you still should go up. Jay said Gary Martin. Yeah.
Lovely.
Under 19 manager, he's just showing off now, I think. Andy meant to save. I thought he just called me Dave. Yeah, it's fine. James is on. James listening, pal. Bit different being on the other end, no doubt. I messaged on Facebook, pal, about sending me your email address. So far in FM15, have you seen any players you think need improving stats-wise? I think we'll jump on. I'll just answer these other questions about FM14, and then we will move on to that specific question, and we'll put out to the lads listening. Andre said, being the best manager in the world by winning everything I could in 3 countries. I remember that save, Andre, because you struggled to get a job after doing all that. Patron, good, nothing on Everton. No idea what Jay was talking about there.
Andy says he would go to Peterborough, but he wouldn't know who to put where.
It's all about learning, pal. You're never going to get good at a game unless you learn it. And you're never going to get good at a game unless you play with people who you don't know. That's one way to look at it, because then it forces you to look at the stats. What's this? Another great moment for me on FM14 was when I played Sunderland 23 times and won 22 and drew 1. Well, you drew a game, Jake, so just please leave.
You failed.
Yeah, right. We're going to move on to James's question. He's not even hosting and he's managed to get himself his question sorted. So far on FM15 beta, lads, have you seen any players you think need improving or decreasing stats, I would say? I'm sure James will accept that added onto the question. Can people comment who they think needs improving? Straight off, James, I think we both said that Aarons and who else was it? Aarons and I can't remember who it was now, pal. I think it was Aarons and Armstrong. The stats were a bit disappointing. I think Campbell's slightly overrated on it. Just trying to think who else. Just looking when I've looked through the game so far, pal. Any for you, Ryan? What about some of the United youngsters who've looked good this year? That doesn't look that good, like.
There's some of them in the under-18s that look a bit iffy. There's a player called Fonsu Mensah, which looks like he's going to be a cracking centre-back, but he's a bit overrated for 17. A lot of brilliant stats, but I think he needs decreasing slightly.
Andrew Bryce said Balotelli's a lazy twat. Yeah, maybe drop his work rate down to 1, because I don't think you can put 0.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, pal. It's such a good question, but it's something which at the minute I'm just at January in my MK Dons save. I think because my Newcastle save, I purposely didn't sign anybody at first, so I haven't really scouted the game so much. Maybe look at Berahino, check what he's. I think it's more, pal, about the potential ability, checking what FM have put for something, because sometimes the potential ability. There is a young right back playing for Egerson, a young Spanish lad, and his stats are shocking on FM, and this guy is getting scouted by Viking, and there's a chance he's going to be a top flight player soon. He's awesome when I've watched him play live, so he's got to be worth it.
I think the issue is SI. They either undervalue the younger players or they overvalue them and think they're going to be amazing. It's different.
Andres just said he hasn't really had a go at players yet.
James says Paddy Roberts and Jack Grealish look incredible. Yeah, I've got Paddy Roberts coming into Man United next season. I bought him and sent him back.
Yeah. Kieran's just saying about Patrick Roberts. He said he starts off too good. He is a great Premier League player, but at the moment in real life he's at Fulham in the Championship. It's a good point, pal, but then you've got to look at the likes of Will Hughes. But Will Hughes' stats, I think, have been decreased slightly.
They have.
I mean, that's another guy. Last season he didn't have the same impact as he had the year before, but I think it's all the pressure that's getting put on him. I don't know what your thought on that is.
Yeah, he's had a lot of pressure, which probably comes from FM as well, because he was a great player in FM14, and fans just think that replicates to real life. I think Paddy Roberts will be a great player.
I think Woodrow as well. Woodrow's stats are a bit strange. Slightly too high in my opinion. He's done nothing
Yeah, he's not really shown himself.
But stats-wise, who to increase, pal? I think that might be one for next Thursday's discussion. Once we've gone a bit more into it. Iosi has world-class PA on it.
Yeah,
I heard that, pal. I found that out after I'd been sacked.
I was just looking at him. He's got 16 finishing.
Yeah, he did decent. He didn't do amazing. Andrew said that, as you know, Paul, I'm following your England save on here. What makes good stats? I think it's all about the position you want, isn't it, lads? I mean, I always think there's key stats for each role. Like, obviously, when I pick a defender, I'll just look at marking, tackling, and heading first. And if they don't impress me, I don't even look at anything else. And for my midfielders, straight away, it's first touch, passing, dribbling, tackling, strength, work rate, determination. If them stats aren't impressive, I don't bother looking at anything else. Strikers are literally finishing and composure. If them two stats aren't high, I don't look at anything else. I won't even consider judging them. I don't know about yourself.
But I think the best advice that we can give Andy is to download the filters pack that we've made, that we highlight each stat for each individual position and the specific role for that position as well. Top 5 stats, which I think is on the website now, is it not?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's on the first page. You can see there.
You can change the numbers of the stats to find best
players for yourself. That was done by myself and Ryan to start with, and then it was took on to the next level by Andre and Alex, two of the admin lads in the FMC groups. Let's just go through here, see what people have said. Kieran said he's found that a lot of average players are just generally being priced at around 60. I'll tell you what, Kieran, I think the value-wise, I did bid on a couple of people on my Newcastle save. Obviously, that save was just to test the water on Football Manager 15 beta. Some of the prices were crazy. I'm now down, obviously, in League One with Milton Keynes Dons, and there's some players going for really cheap. I haven't been able to buy them because I'm bankrupt, but there's definitely some decent players in. Andrew said he's tried it and it didn't work. What didn't work, pal? Do you want to just go a bit detailed on that? This is for James, from Alex. Federico Bonzani from Inter Milan turns out to be a great goal scorer. See you usually get him for cheap or free if you're lucky. Have you tried any new player roles? I did James with
Barcelona
for the website for the I was trying to create Barcelona's tactic, and I holidayed for 2 seasons, just like telling them to use the same tactic. And I tried that German
Raumdeuter.
Yeah, what Ryan said, and I used that for Neymar, and it was very unsuccessful.
Which I think is exactly what I said to you.
He scored 17 goals all season in about 50 games. If I'm Ranivai Winra.
Change program. Don't use Winra.
I'm just going to test it now, pal. I'm literally going to download it as we're talking. Bear with me 1 second.
Who did the instructions?
Me. 1 second. So I've gone on the WinRAR. I click extract to. I click desktop. I extract it. It's extracted. I'm just going to go to my desktop.
It's not a capital F. It's not a capital F for filters. That's why if you put a capital F, it doesn't show.
No, but you can download on your desktop if you want. Shouldn't be a major problem.
Now, if you just stop the screen share.
Oh yeah, because I was just testing. I was downloading it for him. It's just downloaded perfectly fine on my screen there, so it's definitely okay, Andrew. Just talk with Ryan. He'll sort you through it. Leroy's come on. He said that he thinks the beta's terrible. They have got a lot of work to do, pal. But today I've been a lot better. I've had a lot less bugs, so it's pleased me a bit more, because when you get a few games in and there's no bugs, and it's the game performs how it's supposed to perform. It's such an awesome game. I'm looking forward to the 7th when they can just release this next patch. I have heard a rumour that there's a patch coming out tomorrow to fix a couple of more things. Leroy is going to be on our show on Monday night, the Football Central Weekly Show, talking about Liverpool and Newcastle. So I hope he's ready for us to slag the shit out of Liverpool. Kieran said he's using both sides of Android and it's going okay. 7th with Newcastle. That's decent, that, pal. Winrar's never let James down. Me neither, pal. You just, obviously, it keeps asking you to purchase it, but you just knock that off and it runs perfectly fine. Andre said, oh wait, there's a player who needs to be downgraded. Ruben Neves, he's Portuguese, Porto youngster, 17. You need to look at his mental stats. He has a good mental stats as Coutinho, for example. Okay, so that's someone who Andre is recommending. It's best to check that, James, because with Andre being a Benfica fan, his head might just be buried. He might just be seriously pissed off that guy's not playing for him. James said, any tips on trying to save out? Usually 8 main countries played, and I found it quite hard on FM14 apart from Spawn Lisbon, which went good. Out of the usual. James, I know one of the other admin lads has done Norway. He had a massively successful game on 14 in Norway. I can't remember. I think it was Edford, was it? I think it was. Or it might have been Andy. You should try Sweden, pal. Honestly, Sweden is such a good league to play in. You've got the likes of Kalmar, who have got a new 11,000-seater stadium. They've got no debt. They start with about 50k of their weekly transfer budget left. They've got players who you can sell for decent money. There's some great players in Kalmar as well. You only expect a mid-table as well, pal. So Kalmar are a team that I often try each FM. I have moved slightly over to Elfsborg for my Swedish game, just because I'm a fan of the club. But Kalmar is still a team which I like to play as. I did a save when I worked for Passion for FM, based around Kalmar, which was enjoyable as well. And what about yourself, Ryan? What kind of obscure league do you recommend?
I've gone into Australia, but that in there it gets pretty boring because you can't really go anywhere. You just stay in that one division. It's a bit like
That's disappointing, yeah.
It's a bit like the MLS, and it's all draft picks in real life where you just get to pick players out and take them.
Yeah.
It's not really buying players, and on FM they don't seem to be able to get the top class players in like the MLS has done or some of the Asian leagues have done, which I think they do need to look at for future FMs, even if they can't get it on FM15.
Yeah. Do you wanna, I'm just thinking now, I think what we'll do if Ryan's still listening, we're just going to get Ryan on just to talk about his Yeovil save at the minute.
Yeah.
So do you want to sort that out, Ryan? Just see about getting him on. Ryan, get Ryan on. I'll just go through this. Jake said he's 4th at the minute with Newcastle after 18 games. I take the piss, pal. I think I got sacked after 17. First proper game on FM15 beta and it completely destroyed me. Bug. Andrew said it's worked. Fantastic. Hopefully it has. Andrew said he did a KR save. Yeah, I can't touch KR. Jay's completely ruined it, pal, honestly. If I ever do KR, he's just going to constantly keep reminding me what he did. Jay said he's struggling to decide between KR and AFC Wimbledon on FM15. Jay, what I'd recommend is sticking with Wimbledon for now. And I think on the opening evening, I'm going to request that we get me and you look at getting the Icelandic database done again. You did it on FM14. I think that'd be really good if you did your KR save with the database already running, so you can maybe get feeder clubs low down and make it in a more of a proper interesting story type save, because I think one thing I miss about your KR save was there's no record of it. Like, you didn't keep some sort of story of your season type. I think that would have been awesome just because of the amount of success you had. Which a lot of people would love to get people's stories. If you want to put like stories together or anything, I mean, I'll just show you here. We've got a stories section. You don't have to be how I've done it. I've done Darlington at the minute. This is for Football Manager 15. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of writing on mine. Mine's a proper story based. It's all building up ready for the game coming out. So, but like I say, I mean, even if you just want to do a story where it's just screenshots of your save and you just put a little bit of detail. Also, people who create tactics, as you can see, we've got guest tactics. This guest tactic is from the Football Manager WizKids. It's from Martin on the group. Got a few screenshots of the tactic just to show how it works. Download it, give it a go. Martin had a lot of success in FM14 with his tactics, so it's good that he's come back with another one for this save, for this version of Football Manager. Sorry. James said, which players are we looking forward to using in FM15? There's a player for Darlington, pal, who's absolutely banging them in real life. I'm looking forward to getting hold of him, seeing how he performs on the game. Also, I'm absolutely loving James, my Milton Keynes save. I'm going to run alongside the Darlington one because my Darlington save is the story. I can't run too far ahead just because the amount of typing up it's going to take. So I'm probably going to hopefully actually stick at a save for a long time, and this Milton Keynes one will be that. So I'm hoping I can do that and just keep it running and hopefully keep Dele Alli. So that's a guy I'm definitely looking forward to using because so far he's been amazing. There was a lot of talk about him in real life, as I'm sure you know. So I'm definitely looking forward to him. What about you, Ryan? Any players specifically?
There's a few young players at Coventry I'm looking forward to using when I get onto my Coventry save on the full release. There's Ryan Haynes. He's looking quite good stats-wise. I mean, John Fleck I'm looking forward to using. He's not young, but he always has good stats for Coventry and turns out quite well. We had a good discussion about him on the first football show, which James will remember. Good Scottish lad, John Fleck.
Is that it? That sounds exciting.
I've not really looked at the youngsters yet.
Well, just anyone in general? Is there anyone who you want to bring back to Coventry, maybe?
I'd love to bring McGoldrick back, but
he's not going to come back yet. Maybe when you go up.
Yeah, I've got to get him up first. That's the issue.
Yeah. What about yourself, James? Anyone you looking forward to bringing back? Getting a go of, sorry, and maybe bring him back to a club. Nicholas has said Wimbledon-MK Dons. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of controversy in that, but as I explained on the group, many people know that I used to be a truck driver in England before I left the country, and I delivered quite a lot of stuff to Milton Keynes Stadium as it was getting built, so I formed a nice little bond with the club. Went there a lot of times, and so I just decided I'd play as them on this year's game. Decent squad. Aaron Lloyd's been on, cheers listening, pal. Best FM14 achievement, Salisbury City from the Conference South to the Championship. Pity the club don't exist now. It is sad when clubs go under, pal, honestly. But nice achievement. It's great to see them getting up there.
Klingon the traitor. I think that's probably to me. I'd say that from Jay. I can't stand Sammy Klingon. Such a boring player. Never passes it forward.
Where's he gone? Or is he at Coventry from Norwich or something?
I think he was at Norwich.
Okay.
Then he went to Coventry, and now he's God knows where.
I've just noticed that James has come on. He said that he's looking forward to making Iosi world class. That's a personal goal of his. I'll tell you what, James, I'm looking forward to. I'm probably gonna I'm not sure whether I'll stream the whole of summer just because how slow my FM's running in Windows mode. But I can't wait for me finishing my first season with MK Dons and getting into a summer transfer window in FM15 and seeing who I can sign and stuff. Alex is looking to use the good youth players in his liaise save once full release, where you can't use the good old players, Alex, because as you know, the players liaise have signed in real life are just shocking. Alex has been very upset this season so far with the performances of his favourite European club. Obviously, Alex being based over in the United States of America. Alex, what American team do you follow, if anyone asks you? I don't think I've ever asked him this. I'm not sure if he follows American football just because it's so poor, but it's getting a bit better. Jay said he left Norwich when we went down to join Coventry. Then we got promoted back to the Premier League. We were singing. You tell him, Jay.
It's bad player anyway. Nobody should have Sammy Klingen.
Jay's just put a song there. Could have been you. It could have been you. Oh, Sammy Klingen. It could have been you. Where's he now? Is he still at Coventry?
No, he left a few years ago, did the dirty on us, and God knows where he is now.
Just going to quickly mention either we've got a finance tips guide I put up. That's right, guys. I'm plugging something I did. And you'll see it with Wimbledon. Sorry. So there's a bit of love for Sports Interactive there. As you can see, we just gave a couple of tips, ways that income happens, the best ways to get income, a couple of simple tips like buy low, sell high. Once again, emphasizing that's a buy low, sell high. Expenses in Football Manager, just looking at the expenses, good way to save money. Here's a nice simple one from strikeless.com. Scouting costs is very simple. Every time you send out a scout on a quest, it's costing you money. Why scout someone when you can take them on trial? It's such a simple idea. Another one which a lot of people don't take into account is the appearance fees and other extensions. I mean, can you see this picture? Does it? Yes, it does stream that picture. Fantastic. As you can see there, he wants £80 a week, but then by the time you add on all of his appearance fees, then also after 15 appearances, he wants £500 a week. Stuff like this on Football Manager 2015 often gets missed, so would definitely recommend that you check out that tips and guide, and it'll help you a little bit. Any good questions come in? Alex has said he doesn't really follow the MLS. He might start once new team comes in. I'll be definitely following Miami because David Beckham's a role model of mine. Also New York, just because I followed them from when they first mentioned the club was getting built. It's been interesting watching it get set up. Kieran said he'd never sign Ched Evans. Obviously that is a sore subject. It's been subject discussed on Football and FM Central over the last couple of days, but it's something we're not going to get into on this.
Ryan Criddle says he'd never signed Nasri, LVP, Ashley Cole, Adebayor, all the traitors. It's probably a bit like me. I'd never sign anyone from Liverpool.
I understand that, Ryan, that you don't want to sign all the people who left Arsenal. But just remember, every single one of them has now won a trophy. Why you haven't? Oh, where's he gone?
You've just kicked him out. Oh, no, he hasn't.
I didn't kick anybody out.
Now he is.
I'm just quickly muting Ryan until he turns the other stream off. I could hear myself talking, and it's something I definitely don't like to do. I would continue answering the questions, but it's all just disappeared. Here we go. Right, so Ryan mentioned about Nasri RVP. James said, is anyone you'd never ever sign? I'll tell you what, James, Lee Catamol is one of them. Who else would I never sign?
Anyone from Sunderland?
Yeah, anyone from Sunderland, and also because of DS face packs, anyone who has a Sunderland shirt on their face packs. But what we're going to do is for the last 10 minutes, we're just going to have a chat about our current saves a little bit. So I'm just going to bring Ryan in now. Hopefully he's turned off through the stream. Hey Ryan, can you hear us?
I can.
Fantastic. Do you want to just tell the lads what save you're on with at the minute?
Yeah, I'm on my first season with Yeovil Town.
How's it going? How far into it are you?
I just gone into the January transfer window this morning.
Have you managed to bring anyone in January or before that?
Not in January yet, because I had to come off to go to work, but I brought in a few people in the summer, yeah.
Nice. Are they performing well, or
They are.
is there any player at Yeovil Town you'd recommend to people playing in the Championship or Premier League even?
There's two.
Two? Go on then, let us have them.
A right winger I got on a free, French winger 24, right winger called Johan Lancimat.
Johan Lancimat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other one is David Sommer.
David Sommer, is he doing well, is he?
Yeah.
Is he South African?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, I know who you mean. Where are you at in the table?
Third.
You're third, fantastic. What's the expectation of Yeovil?
10th.
10th. Oh wow! I thought they'd have been expected to go straight back up. But I suppose they don't have the best team, do they?
No.
No. Is it a save you're enjoying?
It is. I always do it on every FM.
Will
Have you
you
played Coventry yet?
have you played Coventry, Ryan?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Oh, disappointing.
Kick him out. What was I going to ask you? You're in January now. What are you looking for? Any positions to strengthen that any of the lads who are listening can recommend?
I'm looking for a left back and a goalkeeper.
A left back and a goalkeeper. I know on free transfer for the summer you could bring in Martin from MK Dons and the left back. I can't remember his name. Is it Lewington or Lewington?
I know who you mean.
Yeah, both of them are running out of contract. For signings now, Ryan, who would you recommend for him?
For a left back, you got to look at Ryan Haynes.
No, people who we can get.
Yeah, you can get him. He's
Can
only
you?
young. Yeah, you can. If you have money, depends on how much you have.
I have no money.
Oh, then you can't get him.
I have no money. I need 3 people.
What about I can't think of his name. The left back at Derby, who's probably got released already. He's in his 30s, but he may do a job.
What? How many players have you got loaded, Ryan?
I've got 4. I just had to cancel when I had the left back from Crystal Palace, Billen Williams, but he broke his leg.
Oh.
Dear.
When you set your game up, did you load a lot of players? Because there's a lot of people from Norway who you could get.
I've got the Norwegian League loaded, yeah.
You could look at there's Jonathan and also Grovens, who I can link you once the stream's finished if you can't find them.
Andre has suggested Guillemine Hubert, who's a great goalkeeper for the Standard Liège. I don't know if we trust Alex on that one, or is he just someone that Alex doesn't want at Standard Liège?
Yeah, Alex is just trying to ship somebody out. I'm just trying to look here. Yeah, Nicholas is just saying they got Gunnarsson and Turner from Coventry.
Yeah, I love Darren Gunnarsson.
Great player.
Lovely long throw.
Ryan, what about looking at Declan John from Cardiff?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'll have a look when I go on it. I haven't got the game loaded. I'll put them in it.
Yeah, that would be a decent shout for the left back just for the rest of the season. Also, someone like Jack Alnwick from Newcastle. I've noticed he's in League One on my save and he's doing well. Is there any players specifically you're looking at to bring in the summer on free transfer?
Quite a few, because I'm going to have a lot of people leaving, I think, on freeze.
So you're just kind of trying to rebuild the whole squad.
Not intentionally, no.
Nobody wants to sign a contract.
They always want stupid money, that's the problem, don't they?
Mm.
You have players on £500 a week, and when you go to give them a new deal, they want 2,000.
Yeah, and I think the
my
issue
club-
is FM15. They've added in all these silly add-on clauses onto contracts, like if you win the league
Oh,
or if you,
I like them. I like them.
yeah, but then it's all wasting money for the club. It's
Well-
a nice feature, but then think of the money that you could be losing if you get to this round of the FA Cup. In what League One, you're lucky to get past what? Third round, fourth round, quarter final.
That's it. What how's your finances looking, Ryan?
Not great.
Not great.
I'm about 6,000 above over the wage budget, but that's because I had to bring in players because of injuries. I had 10 injuries at one point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus. I know we've on Milton Keynes I'm about 10k under my wage budget, but I daren't buy people just because it's costing me a fortune each month to pay for my stadium, etc. But it's all good. It's all good. Definitely enjoying the series. If you're enjoying it, then it's worth it.
yeah.
So, what are you going to stick at the save for as long as you can?
Yeah, I think on 14 I got to about 5 seasons in, so I'm hoping to go further than that.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, cheers for coming on and telling us about it. We've got 4 minutes left of the show, so we're going to move on, pal.
That's alright.
But cheers for coming on and continue listening.
I will do, cheers.
Cheers, pal. Goodbye.
Right.
Nicholas has come on and said, could have been worse, could be Blackpool. Do you know what I think?
It's a challenge.
I am curious at how good of a save that would be.
Be a challenging save.
We're just going to look ahead at the next week in Football Manager Life. As you can see there, lads, time left until Football Manager 2015 is released. We can see there there's 7 days and 47 minutes until Football Manager 2015 is officially live, and me and Jay can get busy on the editor.
No, I'm not doing anything now.
No, we've sacked Ryan. We've actually made a couple of changes today on the menu today. I don't even know if the other lads I had a little crying session that a couple of people didn't even notice today. Ryan's probably now just quickly panicking looking through. But I was busy on the editor today, so people who do watch this and go on our website, please check it out. Sorry, on the menu. So the menu should be a lot easier for you to navigate around now and find stuff. We also discussed, me, Jay and Ryan today, we just put across new header ideas for the website, so hopefully our posts will be looking a lot nicer soon. Sure you agree, Ryan?
Oh yes.
Nicholas said he might be able to pre-order Football Manager 15. If you stay tuned, Nicholas, we're going to end today's show with officially announcing that FM Central will be giving away free copies of Football Manager 2015. That I can officially confirm that now. I can't confirm the date we'll be doing this, but I can confirm we'll definitely be doing it. So that's exciting news, Ryan, for the community.
It is. You just got to work hard to get the free copy.
Yeah, you've got to do lots of chores. We'll basically make you all our slaves, and whoever's the best slave gets it. No, but it'll all be announced. It'll be announced on the group. It'll be announced on all the pages. Once we've got everything organised, as well as obviously speaking to Sports Interactive and getting all of the rules and regulations across, because we want to make sure that everything's done correctly on that. It's definitely going to be after release date, I can confirm that. So anyone who's excited at the prospect of getting it before the game comes out, I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. But yeah, I've quite enjoyed this. It's been something completely different, Ryan, sitting for 45 minutes. It's not as long as our 2-hour Football Central show.
No, but it's always nice.
Yeah, sitting for 45 minutes, having a chat about Football Manager. Hopefully for the next show, a couple of people will want to come on and maybe talk about a feature they found on the game which they enjoy. See how it works in that.
Nicholas and his ancestors were slaves.
That's a fantastic joke. So have a look, Nicholas said slaves in 20 quid.
Slaves.
Right, that's it. All of us were ancestors were probably slaves at some point. I'm from the northeast of England. Half my family still are slaves. But yeah, that's it. That's our 45 minutes is up, lads. So I'll leave it to Ryan to thank you all.
Yep. Thank you for coming on. I'll try plugging the website, but I'll probably get it wrong, so I'll leave them to it. But thank you for coming on, and good evening.
www.footballmanagercentral.com